Hey guys, we're Becca
and Jessie
with Modern Vintage Events.
And this is Planning and Prosecco.
I know we've harped on this just a little bit. Please see our previous video. But every time you book someone to provide a service or a tangible good at your wedding, you need to get a contract.
Yes, that means every single one, even your friend Axel, who's going to be spinning as your DJ for the night.
Sign here on the dotted line, please. It isn't just important to get a contract from your vendors, but it is so important to read those contracts. It will have all the important do's and don'ts for your vendors and help ensure that there are no surprises right before the wedding.
The contract will tell you things like required vendors for your venue or the number of hours your photographer or videographer will be with you on wedding day. They will cover the things your wedding planner will and will not handle for you throughout the planning process and on wedding day. But you won't know this if you haven't looked at it.
Contract terms are a lot easier to stomach when they are read months in advance and are not surprises 1 week before or on wedding day.
One example that we have seen that has come back to bite clients, your venue may require you or your caterer to take all of the trash off site at the end of the night. Some venues don't have a dumpster on site and therefore nowhere for the trash to go. Believe me, you do not want 15 bags of trash full of food and empty beer bottles in the back of your car.
Mama's Audi was not made for Uncle Joe's Bud Lights. Also, a lot of times those trash bags are leaking. Gross. Don't worry, many caterers will take them with you or you can schedule a pickup in advance.
The contract will also explain how many hours you can be in your venue, which will greatly affect the timeline of your day. Many give you a certain window, and you'll want to make sure that you know when you can show up and what time you and all of your vendors need to be cleaned up and out of the space.
The contract will cover things like what happens if there's a natural disaster on your wedding day, or if your vendor gets sick and can't make it to your wedding. Reading these clauses mentally prepares you in advance for any of these situations.
Contracts will clear up things like who is setting up the tables and chairs,
Not your wedding planner.
and whether or not they are provided by the venue. This can be a tricky one because many people assume the venue is going to set up all of their furniture, which is not always the case, even when the venue owns the furniture.
Contracts will also explain any fees like cleanup or setup and breakdown and when retainers and final payments are due. They will likely line item staff fees, service fees, and gratuities.
If there is ever something you don't understand or don't feel comfortable with on a contract, don't be afraid to ask the vendor about it. They should be willing to talk to you about all the terms. Your wedding planner can even look over your contracts for you to make sure there isn't anything crazy on them.
Remember, vendors are people who sometimes make mistakes. If you've read the contract with your wedding in mind, you are more likely to catch those mistakes before you're legally bound to them.
And remember, this is not legal advice, but wedding planning tips.
If this was helpful, please like it and share it with your friends.
If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel by clicking here for more wedding planning tips.
You can also visit our blog at modernvintageevents.com.
Join us again soon for the next installment of Planning and Prosecco. Until then,
Happy planning!